Okay, so we're going to call this the weekly zodiac wheel. All signs. If you're clever enough, you get 3 reads out of this. I've posted the chart, the current chart, on this channel's post and on Facebook. So you can see the current chart. You should all have, by now, an app that you can have your own free birth chart. And then obviously there's your signs, your separate signs. At the end will be a collective oracle. So here we go. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. There's the wheel. We are at a crossroads, and we all know now that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting a different outcome. Actually, no, we're not. I took that as the 2 because I can only see 2 staffs, but it isn't, it's 3. We've got the 2 snakes there, so again, the twins that we had today, the serpents of this year. But it is an impatience. Somebody's impatience because things aren't going the way they planned. So 3 of Wands. Your ships haven't come in yet. There's a certain amount of agitation about it. Sick of waiting is what I'm getting. 3 days. So again, first house, second house, third house, fourth house, fifth house, sixth house, seventh house, eighth house, ninth house, 10th, 11th, 12th. The number 10. Fate is giving us a helping hand. The ladybird, if you see one this late in England, I'll be surprised, but the ladybird is a good sign. The number 10. A change is going to take place. It will be for the better. The Wheel of Fortune. Take a gamble. Take a risk. Number 10, which is, you all should know by now, is my new address, number 10. So it could be number 10 Downing Street. It could be that you live at number 10. It could be that you was born on the 10th. The name Jacqueline could be important. And Richard. There we have it, the 5 of Wands. Stand up for yourself. A battle is about to take place. So Aries then. It's time to live in the now. The past is over, the future's not promised. You must make your happiness in the now time. Stop grieving the past and look to the future. Find your tribe. Those born in the year of the rooster could be very important. Or the next year of the rooster could be very important. We have 6 years mentioned. This is about finding your tribe, a new set of people. But there is impotence here. Somebody feels unable or unwilling to take action, especially today. So we have 5 months, 6 years, and 1 day. Impotence. You're not passionate about whatever this is. No major arcanas there, so no big deal. no big catastrophes. Taurus, however, you have a heavy burden that you're carrying that is probably not even yours. But there is a destination where you can lay that heavy burden down. Your enemies will be overcome. Gemini, 10 days. But this will be a power struggle. Illness, bad temper, impatience. Possibly with a Leo or the demons within yourself or external energies. It's cowardice also. It's Ian, David, Penny, anybody born on the 8th or the 26th, or living at that number, or a date for your diary. Negative energy. Gemini, there is a huge sum of money involved and possibly lost. Some security comes to an end and you have a decision to make. You're not at the crossroads, but you are stuck between a rock and a hard place. You have to choose. You're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. So you may not be not know all the facts of the situation. You may be trying to protect others, or you may be in denial. But there is an improvement if you've lost all this coming in the guise of a woman possibly dark-skinned or wearing a dark uniform. Those born in the year of the dog. Loyalty, someone here is a good and generous friend to you. Reliable and predictable finances. So you may have lost something, but you have a decision to possibly make your finances more stable on a surer footing. Cancer then, we have the 14, patience and balance. You have learned some hard lessons. There may be a new home, a new life, a celebration that takes place, and you have the 10. So that's what we're talking about. Great changes in your favour. A new home brings balance. You've learned all the lessons you need to learn. You don't need to learn anymore. There's 2 snakes or 2 dragons, whichever way you want to take that. The crow of death, the red ribbons. But above all, fate is taking a hand in your situation. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio and Aquarius may be involved somewhere, but it's mainly Sagittarius. 14. Beautiful energy. The Rainbow Bridge, the irises, balance returns. You have learnt your lessons. You don't need to repeat them. Change for the better. Beautiful. 10 and 14. Leo, a separation for you. Some bad choices. Walking around on eggshells. Trying to avoid a calamity. And looking at your situation, realising that intentionally or unintentionally, you are reaping the rewards of what you did in the past. Neptune in Pisces, which was in today's read, negative energy, 16. The tower needs to fall because it's become an ivory tower and a prison. Problems with siblings, children, hands, arms, shoulders, communication. 6 or 24 and 16 are all negative for you. Whatever you're doing, you must do the right thing from now on so that you build a better future. But whatever's going on, we don't chop the apple tree down and make it into firewood just because it hasn't given us a good crop. We feed the roots and pare away what no longer serves us. So Adam, Eve, Lily, Susan, Emily, Catherine, all could be important. Neil, Christopher and Mandy. 7 years, 16, 6 and 24, all negative. Gemini and Pisces. Virgo. Something in the next 8 days that you're not going to like, something unpleasant, some action being taken. but you are protected. We have Libra here, possibly something legal. Then Michael, Archangel Michael, greatest warrior that ever was, is on your side. Health issues, you're in your own read, Virgo, that you're not listening to your gut instinct. You're possibly chucking yourself into work rather than turning your back on everything and everyone to follow your true purpose. 9 or 27. Reese, Susan, Julie, Michael, Darren, all could be important, and Millie. Intestinal problems, hospital doors, medical issues. Something needs to heal here, and that could be a doctor, priest or lawyer, so you may be seeing a surgeon. So 9 or 27, negative energy. Libra, you're at Sagittarius, the same as Cancer. There is balance needed, and you're learning your lesson from about the lies and deceit made by someone with lack of commitment, and love has left the building. Pisces energy. There's no electricity, no chemistry here. It's all about the lies, deceit and theft. But you are going to learn to stand on your own feet, possibly needing to eat more fish, finding balance in your life. The rainbow is a good sign for you. The pink flamingo. So look up the flamingo and the hawk and the eel as your animal totems, because it seems that it's very important. But for you, the major arcana outweighs the two minor arcana. This is finding balance, learning your lessons. The 14, positive energy. Scorpio, something is dimming your light. Somebody is keeping you in the dark. Somebody is blocking your path. Possibly a Leo, number 19. It would be Karen, possibly. 7 of Swords, somebody treating like a gopher, somebody taking credit for what you've done. Victory after a battle, you're going to have to stand up for yourself. There are things you do not know, things that are kept hidden and in the dark. Avoid the 19, Leo energy. Delays in travel, possibly. Sagittarius, a violent, oh, you got it twice, violence. So swords, knife crime, a violent argument. Somebody wants to win at all costs and they don't care how they do it. Lies, deceit, theft, crime, but above all, violence. 5 weeks, you've got it twice, you can't ignore it. Somebody's very prickly and somebody is going to be butting heads with you, possibly legally. So Libra here, number 11 is very important, but this is about the lines, the marital home, justice, balance. So hopefully this justice will be served in your favour. If this is a violent altercation, an argument, whatever it is, it will go to court and it will be, justice will be served. Capricorn, you two are protected. We've got near enough the same as we had there with Libra. Love has left the building. There's no commitment. There's no love. Doctors, priests, lawyers, and putting things off until tomorrow that should be done today, the 22. Zoe and Katie could be important. Richard, disloyalty, those born in the year of the dog. So Libra is positive, Pisces is negative. Somebody's the fool here, or being taken for a fool. Doctor, priests and lawyers. Aquarius, you have a full cup. Within a month, there's a gift from Spirit here of you to fill your cup. But you need a new team because this team isn't working. You're not achieving your potential. The giraffe and the elk and the swan are your animal totems. So business isn't doing so well, but love is all that matters. You've got a red light, red flag all over this financially and career-wise. So do what you love doing. Learn the lessons. There you have it. Again, the 14, so it seems to be important. The rainbow, the irises, especially the yellow ones. This is coming out the other side stronger than you've ever been before, but you must be patient. You don't have to revisit something to relearn the lesson. You've already learned that lesson. So 14 for you is positive. Pisces, it's walking away from the misery of the past. You've got it twice. Leave it behind. There's no point in grieving. Enough is enough. What's done is done. This is a death, a passing, an ending. And we've got Pisces there leaving the building. Love has left the building. 10 weeks, 8 months. The salmon is the Leo energy. Turn your back on this misery. Don't stay there. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. A death, a passing. Enough is enough. It's over. What's done is done. So, let's see then. What else they want us to know? So this then is for the week, or longer even. But I will be doing one weekly for us all, and obviously the special ones if I can remember for the moons and what have you. So let's see. So you've got your 12 houses, don't forget, if you know your own birth chart and everything, it should give you a lot more information than you realise. 19 in the reverse, and the only time we've got the 19 is in the reverse. So she of the woods, we need to find peace and connection, especially know where our home is. Home is only a home where there's food on the table, fire in the hearth, and a welcome at the door. 19. She realised she was not separate from nature, so you have to get at one with nature. Go hug a tree, in other words. When she slows down and takes a break, she realises she will find peace, because peace needs to come from within. She taps into source energy by taking time out for herself, taking time to slow down, tune out, and tune in, and understanding she is connected to everything. Nature moves at a slow pace, and so should we. It's not an easy thing in the current world we live in, so patience will be needed. But an increasing necessary practice. We do a lot of reading about this, but we don't do a lot of the actual work. Performing the ceremonies, meditating, walking in nature, stopping to just be, which is what they're told Aries in the first house, live in the now. It's important more than ever to do the work, to put down the phone, to speak to nature, to ask nature to teach you, to guide you. We must find our way back to balance, the 14. Peace and rest. Have you made a connection to where you live, the property you reside in, or surrounding area which you call home? Have you asked the spirits of the place to show you how you can honour that land? A beautiful practice to start on could be as simple as asking this question. When can you connect on or around your land and work with nature's spirits? Really take notice of where nature is growing, what animals live by you, so they may be sending you animal totems to look up, and what insects come across your path. All have wisdom they can share with you, so just Google them, even if it's a snail. Snail animal totem meaning. I always go to images because it gives you bullet points quicker. All have wisdom they can share with you and help with your connection and finding your place of belonging. Where do you belong? Where do you call home? Where do you feel at home? The priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? Not finding it. There she is. 46. The priestess is a teacher dedicated to service, freedom, and leadership. You don't need to have it all together to lead. In fact, it helps if you don't, because no one wants a perfect angel who hasn't made any mistakes. Let your life be your message. Don't underestimate the power of sharing your story. It's by hearing someone else's journey that we feel less alone. We realise that we're actually all in this thing called life together. The difference between a follower and a leader is that a leader has the courage to go first. In stepping out, they shine a light on the path for others to venture forward to. Don't fret too much about trying to work out who is in your tribe, and don't get stuck in age, income, or hobbies or occupation. The best way to discover your tribe is to look in the mirror, and if you feel called to lead, chances are it's because at some point in your life you longed for someone to lead you. Your tribe are longing for exactly the same thing as you were and are, and might only be one step behind you. Hell, they may even be right alongside you. You don't need other people's permission, just the courage to stand up, embrace your struggles, the peaks and the troughs. You don't need to know the way, just believe that there might be a different one. Your tribe is waiting for you, so step forward so that they can see you. How are you being called to step up and lead, and how can you be the leader that you wish you'd had? Be there. And finally, let's see what we've got. The mouse and the buttercup. Back to innocence. Fresh starts. Number 0, the Fool, the 22. So that was in Sagittarius, no, Capricorns. So number 0, sorry. The buttercups were my mum's favourite flower. Like the Fool in the tarot deck, the mouse and the buttercup is numbered 0. Both cards mark the start of a journey, and both remind us that we have much to learn. Some of us have learned those lessons, some of us still got lots to learn. Mice are grounded and innocent, yet anyone who has dealt with a mouse in their house knows they are determined and highly adaptable. The mouse is paired with the humble buttercup, so we need to be humble, a symbol of childhood and innocence. Have you ever held a buttercup under your chin? According to centuries-old children's games, If the reflection of the flower glows yellow on your skin, it reveals that you like butter. You may be embarking on a journey or starting down a new path. Remember that innocence and the lack of understanding are not negative qualities. Instead, they remind us of our capacity to grow, adaptability and learning. So we're taking the path less travelled. What do you hope to learn on this new path? And what potential dangers must you look out for? There we go. Beautiful read. Loved it. So we'll see. How many minutes have we done there? 25? Should we do another? Black Moon Lilith, number 12. There is a mystery here to be solved. So Lilith was Adam's first wife. So the name Lily could be important. Queen of Swords, a divorced or widowed woman, perhaps. A woman scorned. In revenge, in love, women are more barbaric than men. The name Frederick could be important. Fred. It is time to be careful and think what might manifest if you get angry, bitter or revengeful. What you've worked so hard for may collapse. This is about expansion of cosmological awareness, the force in aloneness and the path of the individual. Black Moon Lilith is the dark goddess. She is the ghost to the moon. As a shift of power and consciousness, she symbolises destruction before creation. The name Lilith means screech owl or night hag. She is the ancient goddess of mysteries and transformations. Lilith appeared around 5,000 years ago in the area of Sumeria, where she was said to have been handmaiden to Inanna, the Queen of Heaven. However, most of us recognise Lilith from the Hebrew myth as the first wife of Adam. Lilith appears in folklore in medieval Judaism as a rebellious first wife who refused to submit to Adam and enraged fled to the Red Sea as an area of mystery and danger. There Lilith procreated with anything and anyone, with spirits giving birth to demons. Later, Lilith became a succubus, appearing to men at night, sapping their strength and causing wet dreams and impotency, where we started there in Aries. Throughout the ages, Lilith was demonized. She was the first spiritual upstart, but in recent years her status has changed. Lilith is a feminine force of command and strength. She represents the powers we hold in secret, in the dark. When this card turns up during a reading, something lurks. Lilith appears as a dark part of our astrological chart, so your moon sign may be. She is our shadow sign, the dark face of the moon, where the mysteries and unexplained occurrences lie in wait. This card indicates a call to the wild, even subversion. Lilith is the evocation of what may or may not be there. She can manifest as madness or self-realization. Lilith represents a refusal to submit, so it's not a good time to give in, even when the path seems a rough one. There's a tendency to isolate and focus on feelings of revenge. The hallmark of the Black Moon Lilith energy is muteness and aloneness. Lilith is subdued power and complicated magnetism. Lilith remains awake while the rest of the world is asleep. She is the dark thoughts that enter our consciousness just before we sleep. Black Moon Lilith suggests female rebellion. She can represent an angry mother, an enemy, or an embittered woman, or even a stalker or scorned woman. You have a feeling you are waiting for something to happen, but you don't have the entire information, so the facts are hidden or mysterious. Something stalks, you feel it, but Lilith is sharp. She knows, she senses, she's learnt her lessons. She processes what is there. Because Lilith feels slighted, she can represent a formidable enemy or a dangerous one. Through Lilith we discover creativity and the beauty that can exist in the dark, as long as we keep our own demons in check and under our rule. Queen of Swords, Aquarius. Mystery, revolt, revenge, darkness, erotic obsessions, and the witch's wand of power. So, somebody who's very clear with their message, you might want to hear it. Thanks for listening. Speak soon.